Hello everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So I thought today I would take part in the hashtag last 10 decks, which has been started by Jonathan Dailey. And so it's the last 10 decks that you've brought into your collection. So I will say that probably a fair few of these, a lot of these actually, I have not worked with, and this is not because they won't be worked with, they will be, but what I tend to do is if I see a deck that I want, because I'm more careful now about which decks I bring in, but if I have the money at the time and something that I really like is available, I will get it, but it doesn't mean I will work with it immediately. So that's just how I work. I mean, sometimes they're left in their wrappers for a little while as well. In fact, a couple of these I had to unwrap before actually starting this video. So obviously it's meant to be 10 decks, but I do have 3 honorary mentions, and this is because these 3 decks are really recent, but I've done walkthroughs of these 3 already, so I thought I would just quickly show them, just the boxes, just so you can see as honorary mentions. So the first one is Gothic Revealed, which I only did a walkthrough of about a day ago or something, so a lot of you will have already seen that. And this one I purchased myself with an Amazon voucher that I got for my birthday, so that's one honorary mention. Then there's these 2 also, and this is the Woodland Wardens and the Intuitive Night Goddess, both of which I got as birthday gifts, and I love them both, and I have worked a bit now with both, so really love them. But as I said, they've both had separate walkthroughs, so that's why they're just honorary mentions as decks that have come into my collection recently. So what shall we start with? So what I'm going to start with is some mini decks. Now these I was gifted, and I'm doing these as one choice even though it's 3 decks. So these are all the 78 collaborative, so it's 78 tarot magical, and we've got the Fool's Item Oracle that goes with that, and the pocket edition of the 78 Tarot Animal Tarot of the Wild. So I'll just quickly show you a few cards from each. So this is counting as one choice, guys. I know I'm cheating a bit, but I thought as they're mini decks. So yeah, I mean these are great, and because they're little you can just put them into your bag. So this is the 78 magical. Really nice deck, and like I say, you can just put them into your bag. Let me show you some minors. So it's handy sometimes to have these kind of pocket sized ones, and I do like the 78 magical. I like a lot of the 78 decks. I think I've got virtually all of them now. I think apart from the first 2 that they ever did, I haven't got those, but other than that I think I have them all. So that is some from the 78 magical, which is their most recent deck and does come in a standard size as well, but these were gifted to me by my lovely friend Simon over at the Hermit's Cave, because he's got the standard editions, and he gifted me the mini ones, the pocket size. This is the Fool's Items Oracle, so this is really cool as well. I love that. Look at that. So cool. And you could use this with the 78 Magical, or you could use it just on its own. But the cards are really nice feel, and cardstock is really good. So nice, and the backs are the same as the 78 Magical. How cool is this? Look, broomstick, and this one. So yeah, so there's that. So that is the Fool's Items Oracle. That's that one. I'm trying to be careful with these, you know what tap boxes are like. And then the third one is the 78 Tarot Animal. And of course I love this because it's an animal deck. And so cool that we get a dinosaur in this. How cool is that? So yeah, and like I say, these decks are all available in the standard size as well. But really cool. I love that with the ladybird or ladybug, I know you say in the US. But yeah, these are great. Look at this for the Hierophant. So cool. They've used insects as well. So yeah, so all of those three I've counted as one, so that is like one choice. I know it's a bit of a cheat, but you know. So those were all gifted to me. So next I have, this is another 78 deck, and this is the 78 Ecologic Tarot Ecological, and this only came in the last few days, and this I got on eBay. It was actually Ben, who had the channel Beneficial Tarot here on TarotTube. He has now he's not making videos anymore on that channel, and he's sold quite a lot of his decks, and I was lucky enough to win the bid on this one, and I was so happy, I'm telling you, because I was going to try and get this one on Etsy, but as you know, Ben was selling it, and I thought, oh, I don't normally win bids, probably this won't be. Oh, crash goes the box. Probably this one I won't get it, but fortunately I did. Look at those lovely like brushed gold edges, and they're big cards actually. I love the backs. So these I haven't done walkthroughs of, guys, so I'm just going to show you a few cards. Look at that. You can tell that that is her name Joanna Nelson? Yes, it says it on there. You can tell that as well, can't you, without even seeing it? But I really like this deck. It's one that I did really want, and like I say, I've got all of the others of the 78 collaborative decks except for the first two that they did, which is fine. Look at this. How cool is that image? I love this for the lovers. Look at that. Like I say, these cards are big, guys. They're not your standard tarot size. They're more on the sort of oracle size. Love that. I think I like virtually every card in this particular deck. Look at this Hermit. So good. Wheel of Fortune. Love that too. All of these cards are just so good. So I'm really looking forward to working with this. Obviously I haven't as yet because I've only had it in the last couple of days. So this one hasn't been worked with yet. And all of these that I haven't done walkthroughs of yet, I will be doing them. It's just a matter of when I get around to doing it, or when I'm able to do it is more the thing. when I'm on my own to be able to do it. So yeah, that is the 78 Tarot Ecological, and does come with this like slip cover as well. So that's that one. Then I have this is the Walking Meditation Tarot, and this is by Danielle Norman. And this creator does have a new deck out on Kickstarter at the moment. I think it's called the Astral Mermaid Tarot, but I love this one. So I've got it upside down, or no? And I've worked with this one a fair bit, and with this, what's really cool is you get 2 booklets. So you get the guidebook and you get a meditation pocket book as well. So really good. You get both of those little guidebooks. So this is an indie deck, and I haven't done a walkthrough yet. Look at these edges, guys. So it's a matte sky blue. Cardstock is amazing. It reminds me of New Choice de Marseille. Not quite, but it reminds me of that. It's not quite the same, but it's brilliant cardstock. Really nice feel, silky feel to it. Matte cards, not too thick, but definitely not thin. It's a good sturdy cardstock. So yeah, these are very cool cards. Try and mix them up a bit. Look at this for the Hermit. Oh. But you see, this is definitely my type of deck because it's all like nature and trees. And I think most of this images were from Canada, where Daniel lives, but some were also from the UK and Europe as well. Look at this for Death. I love that. This is such a cool deck. I mean, again, it's probably not for everyone, but I love it. I love this for the Tower. Oh, see, I can feel these cards. It's like I can feel them. And I was really lucky to get this deck from the Boutique online shop. And it was the last one, because when I bought it, it went out of stock straight away. And I don't know if the creator still has this in stock. I mean, if she does, you'd have to get it directly from her in Canada. Look at this for the High Priestess. So you've like got like the 2 towers again, but in the form of trees. So good. But I will do a proper full walkthrough of this, guys. This is just a quick showing of decks that have recently come into my collection. And when I say recently, I don't mean that all of these have come into my collection within the last few weeks. I mean, this one I've had a few months. So these will be probably from the last 6 months or something like that. So that's that one. Another one that was gifted to me by my friend Simon is this one. And this is, I think it's called The Old Fellow Revived. So it's like the Acacia Bow Tarot. But oh my god, the cardstock is so nice. It's like matte but with a bit of a sheen, but it's really silky and slippy. Really like cool. So this is like a mix of Marseille and RWS, and again this is the pocket size. Really nice, and I like the backs too, which are like that. So yeah, this is excellent because, you know, you've got like the Marseille colours and style of artwork, but then like this, like the Two of Wands, so and that's like the RWS, so it's good in that way, and like this. So yeah, this is another really cool, nice one, very clear too. And I think you can get this in different, I'm not sure if it's different colourways and sizes and things like that, but yeah, so that's that one. Okay, so how many is that I've done? I've done, so we count the little ones as 1, 2, 3, so we've done 3, 4 at the moment. So next is this one. This is the Celtic Healing Oracle, and I bought this specifically. Now it's not it won't be everybody's taste because the artwork is not all pretty and stuff, but this is because it focuses on featuring symbols from the ancient Celtic ways of knowing. So the symbols represent 3,000 years of Celtic culture and history derived from archaeological excavations of Bronze and Iron Age Celtic sites. So it was like, yes. So that's the reason I wanted this, because it's a bit different and we've got, you know, that to it. It's not just pretty pictures. So this one, I haven't worked with it. I haven't done a walkthrough, but I will. But like I say, it won't be to everybody's taste because it's not all colourful and things like that. But oh my god, guys, look at the back. It's glossy on the back. That green, I'm so tempted to edge it in that green. Even though the card's white. So it is a glossy cardstock. So, Cauldron of Creation. So they're all black and white, but they're in that sort of Celtic symbol style, you know, and some of the like artwork that you might see at an archaeological excavation, you know, when they find things and stuff. But we've got things like the Morrigan, the Raven Goddess in here, Bridget the Snake and Fire Goddess. I love this. I actually like this artwork because I know where they're coming from with it. So yeah, but like I say, it won't be to everybody's taste because it's just, it might be a bit too basic, but I really like it. And this was not expensive. I got this on Amazon. Look at that, coupling of earth and sky, unlimited possibilities. So cool. Sacred King, divine couple, wondrous child, boar. So anyway, you get the general idea. So that is the Celtic Healing Oracle, and it's 64 cards too, guys, which I think is a good, really good number of cards. So this one will get its own walkthrough. So let's put that over there. So next is the Celtic Tree Oracle. This one I got in Glastonbury when I visited with my brother, and I got this because I was going to get the Green Man Oracle that was renamed Spirit of Nature, and I'd had it before and some of the cards got damaged and I was going to buy it again, and Chris in Sons of Asgard said he really recommended this one to me, and he showed it to me on screen and said, if you can get this, he said, I think the Speaking Tree has it, the Celtic Tree Oracle. He said it's really good and he uses it all the time, and said the book is amazing to be able to learn from. And also he said that his deck, he's used it so much that the cards are quite they look well used, but I said, well, that's good, isn't it, really? So you get this nice little hardback book with it, which he says is really amazing. Like I said, not read it yet, but you've got all of the, so you've got oak and you've got the Ogham name, so Dwyer, Wath, Hawthorne and Ix, and so you've got that, and you've got this paper that comes with it. I mean, I don't know what all this is about because I've not read it, but there's like a record sheet there and stuff, and you get this little notebook too, the name of querent, name of reader, question asked and things like that, so you can write that, and you could use that for yourself. You don't have to be reading for others. And then these are the cards, and you can see they've still got their little band on, but we'll take that off, and they're only little, but like Chris said, he said they're very clear, like the Ogham is clear there, but like on the spirit of nature, he said the problem with that for him was that the Oghams are very small in that, so they weren't as clear to see, and he said the focus was more like on the green man and stuff than on the actual trees. So this is very cool. I did in fact used to have this, and I'd never used it, and I gave it away, so I've ended up rebuying it. Luckily, again, it was the last copy in the Speaking Tree in Glastonbury, so yeah. So that's just, you know, there's not a huge amount of cards because it's the Celtic Ogham. So yeah, I'm really like happy to have that, and I will be doing, I will get around to all these decks eventually, because they won't just sit on the shelf, especially because I really want to get into this Celtic tree work and stuff. So that was that. Then this was my last purchase from the book depository before they closed, and I'd kept looking at this. I've been looking at this for like over a year, the Antique Anatomy Tarot, and it put me off because people kept saying, oh, the cardstock's really terrible and stuff. Anyway, this is the up-to-date one. They didn't have it on Amazon, so I got it from the book depository, and I was glad because I wanted to like do a purchase with them before they close. But so you've got like the book, and it's in colour. Again, haven't done a walkthrough of this. Now, I do know that this is basically a pip deck, and you know me and pips, but for some reason I've just really been attracted to this, so I wanted to get it. And actually, do you know what, guys, the cardstock's not bad. It's pretty good. I've felt much worse. This is actually good cardstock. So whether it's been republished since the complaints about the cardstock previously, I don't know, but I wanted to get this you know, proper box set of it. I love that we've got plants in with bones in this, and I think it's more the plants and things that have attracted me. And like in the pips, like we've got like bottles, but we've got plants there as well, different ones, and so this for me is a bit different than just your plain ordinary pips, and these flowers really stand out on the cards. So again, I've not done a walkthrough of this. I've only had it about 3, maybe 4, I don't know, maybe a week. I've had this one. Yeah, probably a week I've had this one. So again, I will do a walkthrough, even though it's like an older deck, but this is, I think, a newer publication of it. I think the cardstock might be different from previously. So let's put that down there. Okay, so the next decks are actually together. Well, I bought them together as a set. So it's the House 7th edition and the Stunning Tarot 4th edition. Some of you might remember that I had the Stunning Tarot in the pocket size, or was it pocket size? Poker size. And I didn't like it in the poker size, so I actually sold that. And then these came up as to pre-order as a pair on House's website, so I kind of grabbed at it straight away. So yeah, so we've got the Stunning Tarot, and these are longer, thinner cards, as you can see. She does sign the boxes on the back. And so, nice cardstock. These are the backs. So it looks like they're not actually in order, and I think that's what happened with my previous Stunning Tarot. But I actually like these like longer, thinner cards. And again, I will do walkthroughs of these. I've not used them yet, not had them that long. They've got a weird smell to them. But it is nice matte cardstock. So yeah, so that's the Stunning Tarot. So like I say, these two came together. So these had to come from Spain, but luckily I didn't get customs charge or anything on them, so that was good. And this is the House, which I've never had this deck. So, oops. So, there's a little bit of, that's probably me that just did that. It's okay. So I've never had this deck before, and I know it is in Spanish, but that's okay. I've seen it though. I'd seen other people with this and thought, oh, I'd love to get that, because I didn't like it in the green colour. I wanted it in like the sort of original or virtually original colours. So yeah, so this is the House Tarot 7th edition, which I will do a full walkthrough of. Because like I said, I've not had it that long, and these were pre-ordered I think back in January or something, a couple of months ago anyway, at least. So yeah, so those came. And then the last deck is one I got on eBay, and it's called Zekes Arcana. I'd never heard of it. I think it was a Kickstarter. So it's in this lovely pink box. And I've had this a little while, but I've not done a walkthrough yet or worked with it yet. So it comes with a nice little book. It's in colour. And the cards, we've got this nice pink ribbon. And oh my God, guys, look at the backs. And look at the sides. Oh my God. Look, I mean, seriously, who doesn't like some pink gilding? Oh dear, but these are really strange cards, guys. But I just loved it the minute I saw it, and I thought, oh God, I want that. And actually, it's funny because I got this, like I say, on eBay, unused. It hadn't been used. These cards even had the band still on them, but I've obviously taken that off now. But Little Red Tarot are now stocking this, if any of you do like it. But like I say, not done a full walkthrough of this, but I will do, because you've got weird little beasties in it. I mean, look, he looks dead cute though. I mean, look at that face. Seriously, look at that face. Oh dear. So It's just weird. It makes me smile just looking at it. So, but I will do, like I say, a full walkthrough for you guys. And it's got like foam inside, which protects the cards a bit as well, which is good. But not the easiest to get them back in, though, I will say. Probably do that in a minute before I ruin the cards. Oh no, they're going in. So yeah, so that's the Zekes Arcana Tarot. So that is my 10 decks that have come into my collection that are the newest ones in. I have had one arrive today, actually, but I didn't include it because I've not even opened the box on that, and that is the Weird of Sarah Howard from Gabby Angus West, that did the Bonefire Tarot and the Tarot Avatara, and I pre-ordered that a few months ago, and that's just arrived from Australia. So I will be doing a walkthrough of that, but I didn't include it today because literally it's just arrived and it's still sealed in its box. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing these decks. I'm watching other people's that have done this hashtag last 10 decks, because I love seeing what other people have in their deck collection. So yeah, if anyone else wants to do this tag, then yeah, definitely feel free. I will link Jonathan's live where he did this tag, because he did it on a live, so I will link that video. And yeah, if anybody else wants to take part, that would be brilliant. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.